With rumors swirling that Season 3 might be the end for Vikings Valhalla, fans are scrambling to make sure their burning questions get answered. Even though some data suggests Netflix might be making a mistake by ending it, viewers are still excited to see what unfolds. Let's explore some key things we'd love to see happen before the potential final season. For Season 3 of Valhalla, there's a bunch of stuff we're really hoping to see before the show wraps up. First off, what's Harald's deal in Constantinople? In Season 2, he and Leif headed to Novgorod for help against Olaf, but that plan hit a snag when Harald's uncle turned him down. So Harald's cooking up a new scheme involving selling fur in Constantinople to bankroll his own army. Things got pretty hairy along the way, but they finally made it to Constantinople, where Harald scored major points with the emperor for delivering Elena, daughter of Vitomir of Chud. Now, Harald's got some serious decisions to make, especially since the emperor's eyeing him up for bigger things. Next up, is Harald still dead set on reclaiming Norway? Olaf might be out of the picture, but who knows what other hurdles might pop up. The show's taken some liberties with history, so anything could happen. Harald might need to rethink his strategy, especially depending on how things pan out in Constantinople and what's going on with Freydis and their kid. But if Valhalla sticks to the historical script, Harald's destined for the throne one way or another. And then there's the whole Harald-Elena-Freydis love triangle. Harald and Freydis were the main squeeze in Season 1, but Season 2 threw a curveball with Elena entering the scene as the Emperor's new flame. Whether Harald sticks with Elena or goes back to Freydis is anyone's guess, especially considering Elena's now got a royal title and all the complications that come with it. A little scandal in Constantinople? Maybe, but it's probably not going to end well for anyone involved. Nevertheless, compared to the more stable relationships of Harald and Freydis or King Canute and Queen Emma, Leif's romantic past has been far more turbulent. Losing Liv in the Battle of Kattegat was a devastating blow for him, and then finding some solace with Miriam only to lose her as well was heartbreaking. Miriam's influence on Leif, especially in terms of astronomy and science, was profound, and her passing leaves him with a bittersweet legacy to carry forward. As for Leif's journey to North America, it's a pivotal part of his story, even if the show has already explored similar territory with Floki and Ubi. It'll be interesting to see how Vikings Valhalla navigates this aspect of Leif's narrative, whether by showing his arrival or hinting at it toward the series' conclusion. Meanwhile, Freydis has had her own trials and tribulations, particularly with her pregnancy and her leadership role in Jomsborg. Her journey from Uppsala to Jomsborg has been fraught with challenges, but she's emerged as a formidable leader, forging alliances and striving to create a safe haven for pagans. The introduction of Eric the Red adds another layer of complexity to her story, especially considering their familial ties and potential impact on Leif's ambitions. And let's not forget the intrigue surrounding Queen Emma's assassination attempt. Godwin's machinations have thrown the royal family into turmoil, and with Emma now aware of his schemes, there's a palpable sense of danger looming over them. Godwin's ruthless pursuit of power leaves Emma and King Canute in a precarious position, uncertain of who they can trust. Vikings Valhalla began its saga with the harrowing St. Brice's Day massacre in 1002, setting the stage for the unlikely alliance between Leif, Harald, Olaf, and Canute. The series has been touted to culminate with the close of the Viking Age, a pivotal moment marked by the Battle of Stamford Bridge in 1066. This historical clash, pitting King Harald Godwinson against the invading Norwegian force led by King Harald Hardrada, our Valhalla Herald, and Tostig Godwinson, promises to be a climactic event, even if the show's timeline tweaks may alter the lead-up to it. Amidst this backdrop of epic battles and shifting alliances, there are personal reunions that hold great significance. The impending introduction of Eric the Red in Season 3 brings with it the prospect of a long-awaited family reunion. Leif and Freydis, Eric's children, have grappled with the shadow of their father's reputation, yet the show has yet to delve into their dynamic with him. As Eric steps onto the stage, questions linger about the reunion between father and children and the impact it will have on their journey thus far. Meanwhile, the narrative arc of King Canute and Queen Emma awaits resolution. Season 1 saw their union, but Canute's absence in much of Season 2 left their reign unexplored. With Emma's struggles against the machinations of Godwin and Canute's return to England, the final season holds the promise of their joint rule and the challenges they must confront together. Canute's pivotal role in Season 1 suggests there's much more to be uncovered about his character, and the concluding chapters of Vikings Valhalla offer the opportunity to give his story the depth it deserves. With that being said, Netflix's decision to wrap up Vikings Valhalla after its third season seems like a misstep, especially when considering the streaming data that underscores its popularity. With previous criticisms leveled at Netflix for prematurely ending shows, Valhalla could fall victim to the same fate despite its evident appeal. Debuting on the platform in 2022, Vikings Valhalla serves as a sequel to the well-received Viking series on the History Channel. While lacking the presence of familiar faces from its predecessor, Valhalla doesn't seem to suffer from this departure, as evidenced by its robust streaming figures. The show's unique positioning, set a century after Vikings, has evidently struck a chord with audiences, suggesting a wide-reaching appeal that extends beyond die-hard fans of the original series. Netflix's track record with cancellations has been a source of frustration for viewers, particularly in the realm of fantasy and supernatural genres. Projects like The OA, The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, and Warrior Nun have all faced premature endings despite garnering significant attention and acclaim. The cancellation of these shows, often with unresolved storylines, has left audiences feeling disillusioned and betrayed. In a landscape dominated by blockbuster franchises like Game of Thrones and Stranger Things, streaming platforms are eager to capture lightning in a bottle with original content that commands attention. Valhalla's success on Netflix demonstrates its potential to be a flagship series capable of generating buzz and drawing in subscribers. The decision to conclude Vikings Valhalla after its third season seems puzzling in light of the undeniable success the series has achieved on Netflix. According to official Netflix engagement reports, the show has consistently ranked among the top 10 most-watched TV shows in the U.S., accumulating a staggering 322 million combined viewing hours for its first 2 seasons alone. These figures underscore the significant demand for Vikings Valhalla and validate Netflix's substantial investment in the series. Despite the impressive viewership numbers and ongoing demand for the show, the announcement of its conclusion after Season 3 raises questions about Netflix's decision-making process. Netflix co-CEO Ten Sarandos' assertion that the platform has never canceled a successful show seems at odds with the termination of Vikings Valhalla. With such compelling evidence of its popularity and enduring appeal, it's challenging to comprehend why Netflix would opt to bring the series to an end. From a financial perspective, Vikings Valhalla represents a valuable asset for Netflix, attracting subscribers and retaining their loyalty through its captivating storytelling and richly drawn characters. The decision to end the series prematurely deprives Netflix of a continued revenue stream and overlooks the potential for future growth and expansion within the Vikings universe. Given the show's historical basis and vast narrative scope, there's ample opportunity for further exploration and development beyond Season 3. Furthermore, the conclusion of Vikings Valhalla need not mark the end of its legacy on Netflix. The platform could explore avenues for sequels or spin-offs set within the same universe, capitalizing on the established fanbase and extending the franchise's reach to new audiences. With a wealth of untapped potential and a dedicated following, Vikings Valhalla's story is far from over, and its conclusion should not be dictated solely by streaming data. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below.